Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Does Alexis handle Cyrus the Cassadine way and receive justice for Sam's death? According to General Hospital teasers, Alexis Davis learned that Sam McCall's death was intentional during the Wednesday, January 29th episode when Portia Robinson told the lawyer that her daughter's death was not the result of a hospital error but rather of murder. Alexis already has retaliation on her mind without even knowing who is responsible for this. What will she do when she learns that Cyrus Renaud was responsible for Sam's death? Spoilers for General Hospital, Alexis Davis could learn sooner rather than later. According to GH Spoilers, February sweeps month is just a few days away, so it's likely that Cyrus 4 injections of digitalis will appear shortly. Alexis might find out, but the rest of the town might not. After all, Cyrus is suspected of being responsible for all of the recent digitalis ODs in the hospital by PCR's Lucas Jones, Elizabeth Baldwin, Lucky Spencer, and Jocelyn Jacks, and someone might inform Alexis. However, she might hear them discussing it, or there might be hard proof that Renaud is connected to these atrocities. What comes next, then? Alexis accepts her Cassadine heritage. Alexis was devastated by Sam's death, and understandably so. A parent's worst nightmare is losing a kid, no matter how old they are. Particularly considering that Sam passed away not long after she risked giving her liver to Lulu Spencer in order to save the life of the unconscious mother. However, might part of Alexis' Cassadine ancestry surface when she learns about Cyrus' behavior? In order to exact revenge and make amends for her daughter's death, will she choose to take matters into her own hands by killing the offender? The drama and mayhem that would result from Ms. Davis devising a scheme to kill the criminal would be fascinating to witness, regardless of whether Alexis is successful in killing Cyrus. But could she actually do it? Alexis gets justice for Sam's demise, deals with Cyrus the Cassadine way? The passing of Sam McCall has left Port Charles in shock, and no one is more devastated than her mother, Alexis Davis. General Hospital, GH, spoilers suggest that Portia Robinson's revelation about Sam's murder rather than a mere hospital mistake will ignite a fire in Alexis like never before. As a mother, she is consumed with grief, but as a Cassadine, her thirst for justice might push her to take drastic action. With whispers of Cyrus Renaud's involvement gaining traction, Alexis may soon be faced with a difficult choice: trust the legal system that has often failed her family, or take matters into her own hands. Given the influence of her Cassadine lineage, she may opt for the latter, leading to a dramatic showdown that could shake Port Charles to its core. General Hospital spoilers, Alexis Davis may find out sooner rather than later. As February sweeps approach, the likelihood of Alexis uncovering the truth about Cyrus's sinister involvement grows stronger. A series of digitalis overdoses have raised concerns among Port Charles residents, with individuals like Lucas Jones, Elizabeth Baldwin, Lucky Spencer, and Jocelyn Jacks suspecting foul play. The puzzle pieces are slowly coming together, and Alexis is bound to put two and two together soon enough. One of the most compelling questions is how Alexis will learn the truth. Will she overhear a conversation among concerned residents? Will Jordan Ashford, determined to bring Cyrus down, tip her off? Or will she stumble upon concrete evidence that unequivocally links Renaud to Sam's death? No matter how it unfolds, Alexis is not one to sit idly by once she knows who is responsible for her daughter's demise. Alexis embraces her Cassadine roots. The loss of a child is one of the most profound pains a parent can endure. Sam's passing is even more heartbreaking considering she had just made a selfless decision to donate her liver to Lulu Spencer, ensuring another mother did not have to grieve her own daughter. This act of sacrifice makes her murder even more cruel and unjust. Alexis has always had a complicated relationship with her Cassadine heritage. She has spent most of her life distancing herself from the dark legacy of her family, choosing to live by the law rather than manipulate it. However, in the wake of Sam's death, her resolve may weaken. Could she finally embrace the ruthless side of her ancestry to seek retribution? It would not be the first time a Cassadine took justice into their own hands. Whether it was Helena's cunning plots, Nicholas' strategic maneuvers, or even Valentine's willingness to eliminate threats, the Cassadines have always been known for their ability to deliver their own form of justice. Alexis, though typically guided by her moral compass, may now feel compelled to tap into this dark side in her quest for vengeance. The path to revenge. How will Alexis handle Cyrus? Should Alexis decide to take justice into her own hands, she has several options. Her legal expertise and knowledge of the system could allow her to orchestrate a downfall that ensures Cyrus is put behind bars for good. She could also leverage her connections, working with those who have a personal vendetta against Renaud to take him down. However, a more direct and dangerous path would be for Alexis to orchestrate Cyrus's demise herself. If she embraces her Cassadine roots fully, she may opt for a more ruthless approach, ensuring he never hurts another person again. The question remains, is she capable of crossing that line? And if she does, can she live with the consequences? Another possibility is that she might not have to act alone. Someone like Sonny Fights, who has an old score to settle with Cyrus, may be more than willing to assist her in eliminating the threat. Could Alexis form an unlikely alliance with Sonny and his organization, using their resources to get rid of Cyrus once and for all? The fallout of Alexis's actions. Regardless of the path she chooses, Alexis's quest for justice will have significant repercussions. If she succeeds in taking Cyrus down either through legal or lethal means, there will be consequences. If she bends the law to get justice, she risks her own freedom and reputation. If she goes the Cassadine route and eliminates him, she could become a fugitive, forced to live with the guilt of taking a life. The emotional toll of such an action would be immense. Alexis has spent years battling her demons, including alcoholism and self-destructive tendencies. Will revenge push her over the edge? Will her daughters, Christina and Molly, be able to support her through this, or will they be horrified by what she has done? Furthermore, how will the rest of Port Charles react? Will they see her as a grieving mother who did what the law could not, or as someone who crossed the line into darkness? Will law enforcement turn a blind eye, given that Cyrus has long been a menace to the city, or will they feel obligated to uphold justice no matter who the perpetrator is? A new chapter for Alexis? If Alexis does go through with taking down Cyrus, this could set up a major turning point for her character. Will she retreat into hiding, forever altered by what she has done? Will she stay in Port Charles and face the music? Or will this experience force her to redefine who she is, leading her to a new path? There is also the possibility that Alexis may use this tragedy as a way to reinvent herself. Could this lead her back into the world of law and justice, perhaps as a vigilante fighting for those who cannot fight for themselves? Or will she find solace in a new romance, someone who can help her heal and remind her of who she used to be? Conclusion. No matter what happens, Alexis Davis is about to embark on one of the most intense and emotional journeys of her life. Her love for Sam will drive her to seek justice, but how she chooses to do so will determine her fate. Whether she remains the strong, law-abiding woman she has always been or fully embraces the Cassadine within her, Port Charles is in for an explosive storyline. Will Alexis ultimately find peace, or will her actions lead her down a path of no return? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain, General Hospital fans won't want to miss a single moment of this gripping saga. Brad goes crazy, Sonny's back on a mission, and Sam's case is locked. Drew Quartermain will meet someone with a lot of opinions in the boxing gym, according to the General Hospital spoilers for Friday, January 31st. It appears that Drew will have to justify his relationship with Willow once more, regardless of who he ends up with. Curtis Ashford will provide comfort about being ahead of the game at the Metro Court. Maybe they shouldn't undervalue Drew's potential to retaliate, even though Curtis will feel like he has the upper hand now that he's plotting with Nina Reeves. Additionally, Ava Jerome and Rick Lansing will meet in Metro Court, which may cause Ava some distress. Ava will mention their kiss and question why Rick is essentially acting as though they never made eye contact. Even though Rick acknowledges that he still thinks about that kiss, they have more pressing concerns. Perhaps Ava will be reminded that, despite how much Rick may have loved kissing her, the custody case must take precedence at this time. In Friday's episode, Ava and Rick will have to plead at some point. The search for a new character witness may be part of this, as Laura Collins bowed out. Speaking of Laura, she will force her daughter to confess that she still has feelings for Dante Falconeri, putting Lulu Spencer on the hot seat. As Lulu tries to work things out with her ex, Laura will provide some romantic advice. Dante will be busy hounding Anna Devane for updates in her office in the meanwhile. Dante will wonder if he is being locked out of Sam McCall's case when Anna refuses to talk to him. For Dante's benefit and the sake of the investigation, Anna might acknowledge that he is simply too familiar with the circumstances and attempt to keep him in the dark about some things. Dante, on the other hand, will not be placated by Sam's deliberate death and will do whatever it takes to secure justice for his cherished fiancée. Dante will inevitably reveal the Cyrus Renault suspicions that have been building in Port Charles. Kai Taylor will lash out and push Trina Robinson away no matter how hard she tries to help him in his hour of need. Trina may acknowledge that it will take more outbursts to get rid of her because she is not easily intimidated. As he considers his options outside of football, Kai might use someone to confide in, whether he wants to acknowledge it or not. For Kai, Trina might be that person, but he has to vent first. According to other GH teasers, Sonny Corinthos will return from his trip to Los Angeles, which will allow him to plan with Christina Corinthos Davis and receive a motivational speech about custody. Sonny will hope Christina is correct when she predicts that Ava will lose in court. As the custody dispute over Avery Corinthos intensifies, it appears that Sonny will be returning home on a mission. On another topic, Brad Cooper is about to make a strange request. Anything Brad demands will be quite drastic and might cause more problems than he anticipated. Will this have something to do with Brad and Cody Bell's recent deal? Will Brad and Cody have a heated argument, or will Brad have to bug Portia Robinson for the specifics of the Miami Medical Conference? In Friday's episode, Brooklyn Quartermain will turn to Cody and possibly confide in him. Brooklyn might ask Cody for help on how to deliver the news to Dante because she might soon confess to him about their child and the adoption. Will Cody reveal any startling information of his own? Will Brooklyn discover that Cody thinks Jason Morgan is the biological father of Sasha Gilmore Corbin? Don't miss any of the GH surprises since Friday's episode will be full with breathtaking moments, according to General Hospital spoilers. Sonny's back on a mission, Brad goes wild, Sam's case locked, a deep dive into General Hospital's latest twists and turns. General Hospital continues to keep viewers on the edge of their seats with its thrilling twists and compelling character arcs. As we dive into the latest developments for Friday, January 31st, tensions rise, old flames reignite, and shocking revelations shake up Port Charles. Drew's boxing gym encounter and the fight for his romance. Drew Quartermain has been making headlines with his relationship with Willow Corinthos, and Friday's episode proves that his love life is still a hot topic. At the boxing gym, Drew crosses paths with someone who has strong opinions about his romance. While it remains to be seen who this person is, it's clear that Drew will once again find himself defending his relationship. Given Port Charles's ever-changing alliances and grudges, could this encounter spell trouble for Drew and Willow? Or will Drew stand firm against the opposition? Curtis and Nina's strategic moves. Over at the Metro Court, Curtis Ashford continues to reassure his allies that he's ahead of the game. Now that he's joined forces with Nina Reeves, he feels he has the upper hand. However, underestimating Drew could be a mistake. Drew has proved time and again that he is capable of striking back when least expected. With alliances shifting, who will ultimately come out on top in this strategic battle? Rick and Ava, a complicated connection. Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome are set for a crucial meeting at the Metro Court. Ava, still lingering on their shared kiss, is puzzled by Rick's distant attitude. While Rick might admit he hasn't forgotten their intimate moment, he will emphasize that they have bigger concerns, namely, the custody case. Ava is a fighter, but even she needs to remember that their priorities must align if they want to emerge victorious. However, will emotions cloud their judgment? Begging for support in court. At some point during the episode, Ava and Rick will find themselves resorting to begging. With Laura Collins stepping down as a character witness, they are in desperate need of a new strategy. Will they find a replacement in time, or will their legal battle take an unexpected turn? Laura's heart-to-heart with Lulu. Meanwhile, Laura Collins shifts her focus to her daughter, Lulu Spencer. As Lulu struggles with lingering feelings for Dante Falconeri, Laura encourages her to confront the truth. Love is never simple in Port Charles, and Lulu must decide whether she is ready to rekindle a romance with her ex. Laura's wisdom and guidance could be exactly what Lulu needs to make the right decision. Dante's determination and Sam's locked case. Dante Falconeri, always the determined detective, finds himself in a tense exchange with Anna Devane. When Anna refuses to disclose key details about Sam McCall's case, Dante becomes frustrated. Is he being locked out of the investigation? Anna insists that keeping him in the dark is for his own good, but Dante isn't one to back down easily. Fueled by anger and grief over Sam's demise, Dante is prepared to do whatever it takes to get justice. Could this lead to a breakthrough in the case? And more importantly, will Dante uncover the growing suspicions surrounding Cyrus Renaud? Trina's unwavering support for Kai. Trina Robinson has always been a loyal friend, and she proves it once again as she stands by Kai Taylor. Kai, struggling with the loss of his football career, lashes out in frustration. But Trina is not one to back away easily. She refuses to let him push her away and makes it clear that she's there for him. Whether Kai accepts her support or continues to struggle alone remains to be seen. Will Trina's persistence help Kai find his path forward? Sonny's return and the custody battle heats up. Sonny Corinthos is finally back from his Los Angeles trip, and he wastes no time strategizing with Christina Corinthos Davis. Christina is confident that Ava will lose the custody battle, giving Sonny hope. As the fight for Avery Corinthos escalates, Sonny's return signals that he is ready to take charge. But in Port Charles, nothing is ever as straightforward as it seems. Will Sonny's plans unfold smoothly, or will unexpected obstacles derail his mission? Brad's wild move and unexpected trouble. Brad Cooper is about to stir up more trouble than he bargained for with a shocking request. While the details remain unclear, whatever Brad has in mind is bound to be extreme. Could this involve his recent deal with Cody Bell? Will he find himself in a tense negotiation, or will he push Portia Robinson too far regarding the Miami Medical Conference? Brad has never been one to play it safe, and his unpredictable nature means anything could happen. Will his latest move land him in deeper trouble? Brooke Lynn's confession and Cody's secrets. Brooke Lynn Quartermain turns to Cody in a moment of vulnerability. She's considering confessing to Dante about their baby and the adoption, and she seeks Cody's advice. But Cody might have shocking information of his own. Will he reveal that he suspects Jason Morgan is Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby's father? If so, how will Brooke Lynn react? With secrets unraveling and tensions rising, the upcoming episode of General Hospital is poised to deliver drama, emotional confrontations, and unexpected twists. Friday's installment promises to keep viewers glued to their screens as the lives of Port Charles's residents take yet another dramatic turn. On General Hospital, Carly and Brennan haven't finalized their romance yet. The majority of other Port Charles couples would have already committed to one another and split up by now. Some fans are wondering why the soap opera is taking so long to show the Barley romance because it has taken so long for the two to even share a kiss. Here are 3 potential explanations. GH spoilers: Jack Brennan's use of Carly Spencer is the first reason. Fans are reminded by GH spoilers that Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, and Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, were delaying the act while they were in a romantic relationship, which was fortunate because the two ended up becoming cousins. What if the WSB agent has been lying a lot over the past 3 months because he just wants to utilize Carly, even if Brennan and Carly are probably unrelated? He was pursuing Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, when he initially arrived in Port Charles. Perhaps that still holds true? Perhaps he was the mastermind behind the penthouse explosion. The explosive device was, after all, a WSB model. Perhaps the soap opera hasn't pushed the button on Carly and Brennan because, well, at least they didn't do the deed with the guy, so when it's all revealed, Carly won't feel too horrible about what happened. GH spoilers: reason number 2, Sonny Corinthos isn't the one is. Isn't it amusing that Sonny and Carly are both pursuing their romantic interests so slowly? In the end, Sonny has not yet kissed his significant other, and the mafia leader has been seeing Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, for roughly the same period of time that Carly has been flirting with Brennan. Perhaps Brennan and Natalia are both distractions for Carson until they decide they should get back together because Natalia is behaving like Sonny's girlfriend without offering any genuine advantages of being Sonny's girlfriend. GH spoilers, reason number 3, Barley's romantic slow burn will be worth it when two characters finally hook up. There's nothing like a slow burn. It adds even more steam to their steam session. Is this the situation with regard to Brennan and Carly? Is the soap opera merely slowing things down to heighten the suspense and excitement? Time will tell. Carly and Brennan haven't sealed the deal around their romance yet on General Hospital. What's the hold-up? In the fast-paced world of Port Charles, where relationships form and dissolve in the blink of an eye, Carly Spencer and Brennan Jack's slow-burning romance has puzzled fans. By now, most couples would have sealed the deal, faced their fair share of drama, and possibly broken up. Yet, Carly and Brennan have barely shared a kiss. This delay has sparked widespread speculation about why the soap opera is taking such a measured approach with their romance. Could there be a deeper narrative at play? Is there a reason behind this drawn-out courtship? Here are 3 potential explanations for General Hospital's decision to keep Barley's relationship at a simmer rather than a boil. GH spoilers, reason number 1, Jack Brennan is using Carly Spencer. One of the biggest concerns among GH fans is the possibility that Brennan's affections toward Carly may not be genuine. While the show has given us glimpses of his charm and charisma, the question remains, what are his true intentions? Brennan's entrance into Port Charles was marked by his pursuit of Sonny Fights, and it's no secret that the WSB agent has a vested interest in taking the mob boss down. Could his attachment to Carly be part of a larger scheme? If he is using her to gather intel on Sonny or weaken him emotionally, that would certainly explain the soap's reluctance to rush their romance. Consider the penthouse explosion, an event that rattled Port Charles to its core. The explosive device used was a WSB model, suggesting that someone with knowledge of agency tactics may have been involved. Could Brennan have orchestrated the attack as part of a bigger plan? If so, it would be a major betrayal for Carly, reinforcing the idea that their relationship has been built on deception. If GH is delaying their physical intimacy because Brennan's ulterior motives will eventually be revealed, then Carly will likely be grateful she never fully gave in to her feelings. The emotional fallout from this revelation could be devastating, but it would also provide an opportunity for Carly to emerge stronger than ever. GH spoilers, reason number 2, he's not the one, Sonny Fights is. Despite everything that has happened between Carly and Sonny, their connection remains undeniable. The two have been through countless ups and downs, but there's always an underlying tension between them, one that suggests their story is far from over. Interestingly, both Carly and Sonny have been taking things slow with their respective romantic interests. Carly has been dancing around her feelings for Brennan, while Sonny's relationship with Natalia Ramirez has yet to move beyond the surface. Natalia behaves like Sonny's girlfriend, but their dynamic lacks the depth and passion that he once shared with Carly. Could it be that both Brennan and Natalia are merely distractions? Perhaps GH is intentionally keeping Carly and Sonny at arm's length from their new partners so that when they inevitably reunite, it will feel all the more satisfying. It wouldn't be the first time GH has played the long game with a fan-favorite couple. If the writers are setting the stage for a Carson reunion, then it makes sense that they wouldn't want to rush Carly and Brennan's relationship. Instead, they are letting Carly explore other possibilities while keeping the door open for her inevitable return to Sonny's arms. GH spoilers, reason number 3, Barley's romantic slow burn will be worth it. Sometimes, the best love stories are the ones that take time to develop. General Hospital has a long history of crafting compelling slow-burn romances that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. If Barley is truly endgame, then the gradual build-up could be a way of heightening anticipation and ensuring that their eventual union is nothing short of explosive. The prolonged tension between Carly and Brennan might be deliberate, allowing their chemistry to simmer until it reaches a boiling point. When they do finally come together, it could make for one of GH's most memorable romantic moments in recent history. There's also the possibility that their slow progression is meant to test their compatibility. Carly has been through a whirlwind of relationships, and rushing into something new might not be in her best interest. By taking her time with Brennan, she can truly determine whether he is the right person for her. Moreover, slow burns allow for deeper character exploration. Rather than reducing Carly and Brennan's relationship to physical attraction, GH is focusing on emotional connection, which could make their love story even more compelling in the long run. While fans may be frustrated with the lack of movement in Carly and Brennan's romance, it's clear that GH has a plan. Whether Brennan turns out to be a manipulator, a temporary distraction, or Carly's true love, the writers are playing the long game for a reason. If Brennan is using Carly, the revelation will bring plenty of drama and heartbreak, reinforcing why the show has kept their romance at a slow pace. If Carly is destined to reunite with Sonny, then delaying her relationship with Brennan makes sense as well. And if Barley is truly meant to be, then the slow burn will only make their eventual union all the more rewarding. Whatever the case may be, one thing is certain, GH fans are in for an emotional roller coaster. Whether it ends in love, betrayal, or an unexpected twist, Carly and Brennan's story is far from over. Stay tuned to see how this slow-burning romance unfolds. Sonny Corinthos returned to Port Charles with determination in his eyes. His trip to Los Angeles had been necessary, but now he was back, ready to reclaim control over his affairs, particularly the custody battle involving Ava Jerome and their daughter, Avery Corinthos. His first stop was Christina Corinthos Davis' place, where she was waiting to discuss the latest developments in the court case. Ava's going to lose, Christina insisted confidently. The judge will see through her games. Sonny nodded, appreciating his daughter's optimism. That's what I'm counting on. I need to make sure everything is lined up so there's no room for error. Meanwhile, at the boxing gym, Drew Quartermain was caught in a heated conversation. He had been expecting a quiet workout, but instead, he found himself defending his relationship with Willow Corinthos once again. You just don't get it, Drew said, his tone firm. Willow and I aren't trying to replace anyone. We just want to be happy. His opponent, whoever it was, clearly had strong opinions, but Drew wasn't backing down. He knew what he wanted, and he wasn't about to let outside voices interfere. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Curtis Ashford was deep in conversation at the Metro Court with Nina Reeves. He felt confident that their alliance would give them the upper hand, but Nina wasn't so sure. We can't underestimate Drew, Nina warned. He's resourceful. If we're not careful, this could backfire. Curtis smirked, trying to reassure her. I've got this, Nina. Trust me. Meanwhile, another pair was having an intense discussion in the same hotel. Rick Lansing and Ava Jerome had met for what was supposed to be a strategic talk, but the conversation quickly turned personal. Are we just going to pretend that kiss didn't happen? Ava asked, her eyes searching Rick's face. Rick sighed, running a hand through his hair. It's not that I forgot, Ava. But we have bigger things to worry about, like this custody battle. Ava frowned but nodded. Fine. We'll focus on that. But don't think this conversation is over. As their discussion grew more intense, they realized they needed help. Laura Collins had backed out as a character witness, leaving them scrambling for a new plan. Soon, Ava and Rick were practically begging a potential witness to step in and vouch for Ava's ability as a mother. Meanwhile, Laura had her hands full with Lulu Spencer, who was struggling with her feelings for Dante Falconeri. You still love him, Laura said gently, watching her daughter's reaction. Lulu hesitated before nodding. Yeah. I do. But what am I supposed to do about it? Laura offered a knowing smile. You follow your heart, honey. As Lulu wrestled with her emotions, Dante was busy pressing Anna Devane for information. Are you locking me out of Sam's case? Dante demanded. Anna exhaled sharply. Dante, you're too close to this. I can't let personal feelings cloud the investigation. Dante wasn't having it. Sam McCall's situation was too important to him, and he was determined to get to the truth, especially regarding the growing suspicions around Cyrus Renaud. Elsewhere, Trina Robinson was dealing with a frustrated Kai Taylor. She had been trying to be there for him, but he was pushing her away. Kai, you don't have to go through this alone, Trina said softly. Kai, still fuming over the loss of his football career, snapped, just leave me alone, Trina. But Trina wasn't scared off easily. It's going to take more than that to get rid of me, she declared. Meanwhile, Brad Cooper was on the verge of making a wild move. He had an extreme request that could change everything, and it might involve Cody Bell. "You're out of your mind," Cody told him, shaking his head. "Maybe," Brad admitted. "But I need this to work." At the same time, Brooklyn Quartermain was confiding in Cody about her own dilemma. "I think I'm going to tell Dante the truth about the baby and the adoption," she confessed. Cody raised an eyebrow. "Are you sure you're ready for that?" Brooklyn hesitated. "I don't know. But I can't keep lying forever." Cody considered his words carefully before responding. "Then maybe it's time you hear something crazy in return." Brooklyn tilted her head in curiosity. "Like what?" Cody sighed. "I think Jason Morgan is Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby's father." Brooklyn's eyes widened. "You're serious?" Cody nodded. "Dead serious. And if it's true, things are about to get really messy." As the day unfolded, secrets unraveled, alliances were tested, and the stage was set for even bigger twists in Port Charles. The drama was far from over, and by the time the dust settled, nothing would be the same again.